In the next 4 minutes, you're going to learn 3 things that instantly change the way people perceive you. It's not about your clothes, it's not about the gym, it's not about having an impressive story to tell. These are behavioral adjustments, small, fast, and backed by real research. Researchers at Princeton University found that people form an impression of you in under 100 milliseconds before you even open your mouth. And what matters most in that split-second judgment isn't your face or your body, it's your expression, your posture, the energy you put out. That's within your control, and that's exactly what we're going to work on right now. The first technique is the simplest and probably the most underestimated. Observe the face you make when you're on the subway, in line at the supermarket, waiting for someone at a coffee shop. Most people on autopilot assume a neutral expression that can seem bored, closed off, or even hostile. Psychologists call this a resting face, and it pushes people away before you even open your mouth. The connection dies before it exists. What research on facial expressions, including the famous studies by Paul Ekman, shows is that a smile is one of the most universal and powerful social signals that exist. It activates an automatic response of receptiveness in the other person. A slight smile associated with a nod when you make eye contact with someone instantly changes how you are perceived. It doesn't have to be a forced photogenic smile. It's that subtle gesture of recognition of, I saw you and that's good. Start experimenting with this in your everyday interactions and pay attention to the difference that happens. The second technique changes how people feel around you, and it happens in a casual conversation. Think of a scene you've probably experienced. Someone tells you about a problem, and you, with the best intentions, immediately offer a solution. Try doing this. In your situation, I would do it this way. The person has barely finished speaking and you're already in fix mode. What almost no one realizes is that this impulse has the opposite effect. The person doesn't feel understood, they feel evaluated. And when someone feels evaluated, they shut down. Humanistic psychology calls it empathic listening, the practice of validating before solving. Instead of jumping to an answer, you help the person name what they're actually feeling. It seems like you're overwhelmed by this. It makes sense to feel that way. This communicates that you've truly seen the person, not just their problem, and creates a level of trust that no brilliant advice can generate. The next time someone comes to tell you something difficult, hold back the impulse to solve and ask, how are you feeling about this? That alone changes everything. The third technique is about dismantling a myth. There's a widespread idea that a charismatic person is someone who's cool, untouchable, unbothered by everything. Someone who always seems in control, always above it all, always unfazed. You probably know someone like that, or you've tried to be that person yourself. That's not charisma, that's armor, and people can feel the difference. Research on social presence shows that the most magnetic people are the ones who are genuinely in the moment, who laugh when something is actually funny, who show surprise, curiosity, enthusiasm without filtering every reaction first. That's not weakness, that's social courage. The human brain is wired to be drawn to that kind of authenticity because it signals safety. So stop monitoring yourself before you let a reaction happen. Let the moment land. That's exactly where your natural charisma shows up. There's a fear underneath all of this that has a name. The fear of not being enough as you already are. That you need to be better looking, taller, funnier, more something, before you deserve attention, connection, admiration. But what you've seen here today is that the kind of attraction that actually matters isn't built on filters or performance. It's built on presence, on authenticity, on small gestures that tell someone else, I'm here, I see you, you matter. You already have everything you need to be that person. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And let me know in the comments, which of these 3 techniques are you going to start using today? Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.